I'm taking a departure from my usual videos on electric vehicles, space, and travel to discuss something that just happened to me and I suspect hundreds of thousands of other people like me around the world. And to be sure, this is what I like to call first world problems, but it's a troubling sign of a faceless corporation making arbitrary changes that affect many, many people. Let's go back in time and start with Blogspot. Blogspot was a nice little blogging platform where I documented the electric conversion of my 1973 Porsche. It had an advertising option and you could make a little money off it, so I turned that on. Then Google bought Blogspot in 2003. Fine, no big deal. I saw no impact whatsoever. Let's move on to YouTube. It was started in early 2005 by three guys from PayPal. It then exploded. It was bought by Google in late 2006, and this is where the fun starts. Let's be clear, Google is an advertising company. It's cleverly disguised as a search engine, a writer of smartphone operating systems, digital mapping, digital books, artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicle systems, and more. But it makes money on advertising, a metric ton of money, a Brazilian monies. $73.8 billion net income after expenses in 2017. Some of that money comes from YouTube. How much? It's estimated at around $13 billion. So how does that happen? When somebody's cat video plays on YouTube, ads can be shown before, during, or after the video. Now YouTube allows the creators of the video, as they call them, to make some money off that ad. Some creators make huge money. Some make a nice living and some make pocket change. There are YouTube celebrities and YouTube conferences. It's a thing. Now let's look at, as it's called, Adpocalypse. About 6 months ago, YouTube changed the rules about ads. Some videos were quote-unquote demonetized because YouTube's algorithms decided they were not quote-unquote advertiser friendly, not by a human reviewer, but by a piece of software. In some cases, this was justified because there's some hate videos, some just really bad violent videos, which should have been taken down anyway. But many, many more videos were automatically demonetized for no obvious reason, and nobody at YouTube would provide an answer why. They had an appeals process, but it's slow and opaque. It was rolling the dice whether or not you got your video put back onto monetization or not. And some very worthwhile channels that dealt respectfully with sensitive topics, such as video games, history, gender issues, religion, and atheism, and more, were caught in this wide net. During the Adpocalypse, some of the popular channels lost the vast majority of their earnings. Most have changed to ad accounts on a website called Patreon, where fans of the channel can directly pay the creator per video or per month. You're now directly contributing to them rather than indirectly through ad revenue. I think Patreon really benefited greatly from Adpocalypse. And I give about $40 a month to 7 of my YouTube channels through Patreon. Now that the dust has settled down on that, but not having learned a lesson, and a few months later, and YouTube is going after the little guys like me. I subscribe to about 110 YouTube channels. Yes, I have a lot of free time in my hands. A small handful of the channels do videos every day, but most of them do one a week or even less frequently. So every morning I wake up and I get to watch about a dozen new videos. They range from electric vehicles to space, to engineering, to electronics, to jet engine repair, 3D modeling and printing, to movies and TV reviews and atheism and comedy and politics. There's something on YouTube for everyone. And I bet that 80% of them are being fired just like me. YouTube says, "You're fired," because I don't have enough subscribers or hours of views. They say you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views in the last 12 months to earn my first cent. The news is showing that I'm not the only one. Let's take a look at my stats. I'm going to pull back the curtain on my YouTube empire. YouTube provides surprisingly detailed statistics. I currently have 102 subscribers and 134,464 minutes, or 2,241 hours of views in the last 12 months. Going back before that, I had relatively small numbers. But I don't think that's too bad for a guy posting videos of his fairly niche products. It's not like I'm a fat-ass celebrity family. It's not like I'm abusive parents that got my kids to do toy reviews and pranks. I'm not making stupid music videos. I'm not copying compilations of Russian dashcam crashes. I'm not publishing videos of real suicides in Japan and then making an apology video afterward. I'm not ignoring basic safety precautions with explosives in a residential neighborhood. And I'm not making highly sexualized content under the guise of 3D printing. These are the guys that are making the money because people in our shallow society watch them. The advertisers want those eyeballs, and both the channel and Google make money. It's a greedy circle of profit stupidity, and the new YouTube policy against small channels is a catch-22 for people who want to produce quality content for small audiences. Remember the old George Carlin line, think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that. That's your YouTube audience. The 5-second attention span has now been embedded into corporate culture. Okay, I'm going to show you how much money I've earned as of today. For the lifetime of my channel, up to today, I've made $68.26. My biggest video was my tour of the Tesla Gigafactory, which is the epicenter of an earth-changing technology which is popular among the geeks but of little interest to 50 million middle school girls looking for makeup tips. Now, the interesting thing is Google has made $119.67 of total revenue on my videos. I got 57% of that, and Google kept 51.41. Now, let's think about this. If Google cuts me off, then they lose any revenue stream on my videos too. Now, it's not much, but multiply that by 1 million or 10 million small channels, and soon you're talking Kardashian money that Google isn't earning. Here's another interesting twist. Rather than transferring your balance to you monthly, Google waits until you're over $100, then it sends it to you in the middle of the following month. With my combined Blogspot and YouTube revenue, I've been paid a total of once, in December 2017, for $108. Since I'm going to be cut off soon, I can't reach another $100 threshold, so I'll never see the money sitting in my account today. So the whole thing just stinks of stupidity. You'll notice that Google didn't provide any justification in the "you're fired" email other than that while our goal remains to keep the YPP open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. So they're protecting Ed Sheeran's video about drinking and loving a woman only for her body from my $68 lifetime earnings. The mind boggles. It's not like it's costing Google money out of pocket to keep our ads. They make money on them. To implement this new policy, it's going to take time and money for Google programmers to add this to the playback algorithms and the revenue sharing algorithms, and then they begin making less money. It makes no sense. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep posting, and my adoring fan base will wait with bated breath for my next video about 10 reasons why it's great to have a penis. Oh wait, I mean about the design trade-offs for an 18650 lithium cell battery pack. Yeah. If you have any reasonable idea why this is happening, please write a comment down in the doodly-doo below. And since I'd better start whoring out my channel now, like everybody else, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the notification button so you'll know just as soon as my next boring battery video comes out, and be sure to tell all your friends. And remember, there is no more important safety rule than to wear these safety glasses and keep your dick in a vise. Bye!